Hello, all you little evil geniuses. Welcome to episode 4 of EG Mail Call. I am Anna Prosser, and I am going to read you some of the awesome fan mail we received in the EGPO box. We're going to start things right off with a letter from Tristan Nigro from Guelph, Ontario. Tristan said that he has been a fan of Evil Geniuses since the dawn of time, and he wrote a little message to each player on our team. So what we did, just to mix things up a little bit, is instead of sending written responses or doing video responses from every single player, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, we got a picture response from each player. Some were random, some were meaningful, all will entertain. Thanks EGJYP for joining EG. Your games versus MC were extremely entertaining. My favorite EG HuK. You're my inspiration to always getting better at this game. EG Puma. You strike me as a real-life puma. You're mighty and strong. EG in control. I think you make esports have the unique aspect it really couldn't have without you. To Anna, I see the chemistry between you and your team. It's quite inspiring. To EG to Muslim. Your accent is so epic it makes Flash look nerdy. EG IdrA. I think inside you're funny, smart, and cool to be around. To EG Machine, you seem to be that person that no one could ever dislike. Love, your great fan always, Tristan-Hopes Niger. Thank you so much, Tristan. It's always nice to get little personal messages, and I hope you enjoyed the picture responses from all the players. Next up is this letter for Greg Fields, aka IdrA, from his fan Alex Pham in South Jordan, Utah. Alex wrote a long and heartfelt letter. He's inspired by Greg to become a better person, not only at games, but in life overall. He says, "You've taught me that no matter what your race, you can prevail in something if you try hard enough. You're a very dedicated player, and I enjoy watching you play more than anyone else." He also had some questions for IdrA. Let's see what he had to say.
Okay, so he asks, did you ever think that gaming would be your career? And no, I really didn't. I started out in StarCraft 1, and it just wasn't possible to have a career in that. Outside of Korea, unless you went to Korea, and going to Korea was a really rare thing. I didn't think I'd have the support to do it. I knew my family wouldn't be on board. So then I got the opportunity from IdrA, and that was just a complete surprise. I didn't really expect it. And that's what really catapulted the gaming career. Before that, I was going to go off to college, and this was just going to be a hobby. What does your name IdrA mean? It's actually a really dumb story. I was just making up a Smurf when I was in like 8th grade, and we had learned about the Indian demon IdrA in social studies class or whatever that day, but I forgot the N, so it became IdrA. Then when I joined the team, I shortened it to IdrA because I just thought it looked better with the tag. So it's actually meaningless and just a silly result. Do you have any tips that you could give me to become a better StarCraft player? Everything comes down to hard work up until the very highest levels. You have to practice a lot and study a lot and focus on being better, which it's simpler than it sounds, but it's also often neglected. You have to really try to figure out what's wrong with your play and then improve it and figure out how you can become a better player, not just play the game over and over and make the same mistakes over and over. That's really important. That's the thing that a lot of people neglect when they actually do have the work ethic to become better. And that was the end of the questions. So, and this was from Alex Pham. I'd just like to thank him. The rest of the letter was very, very sweet, and it's honestly a little bit scary that people put that much faith in me and I inspire them that much, but also really cool. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex. That can help educate us all. The final letter from this week has been a little bit delayed. We received this letter from Yang Ye in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and he writes on behalf of his girlfriend, Jess, telling HuK that Jess is his biggest fan and it would mean a ton for him to give her a happy birthday message. Unfortunately, we were a little too late to catch Jess's birthday, but we still wanted to pass on this message from HuK.
Hey Jess, I just want to thank you for being a fan. I'm sorry I missed your birthday, but happy belated birthday, and yeah, just love you, and thanks. Bye.
Jess, we hope your birthday was fantastic. Thanks so much to everyone who contributed to this episode of EG Mail Call. If you'd like to send us anything and be featured in the next episode of Mail Call, please feel free. The P.O. Box information is in the description below this video. We thank you so much for participating. Without you, we cannot do what we do, and we appreciate you so much. That's all for this episode. I will see you next time.